All right, boys and girls, we are adding within 100 where we could have a 2-digit number and a 1-digit number that we're adding, or we could have a 2-digit number and a multiple of 10. So the 2-digit number and the 1-digit number is demonstrated with 44 plus 8, and the 2-digit number and a multiple of 10 is represented with 62 plus 40. When you're talking about a multiple of 10, you're thinking about counting by tens like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So we can do this by using concrete models. So think about the base 10 blue pieces that we used when we were in class, or drawings and strategies based on place value. So your tens and your ones, properties of operation, and or the relationship between addition and subtraction, excuse me. And then you're going to relate that strategy to a written method, so you're going to be able to write it on paper and then explain how you solved it. All right, so in this problem it says in the kitchen there was some fruit. Mom went to the store and bought 8 more pieces of fruit. Now there are 29 pieces of fruit. How many pieces of fruit were in the kitchen before Mom went to the store? All right, I like to look at my numbers before I even get started and kind of make them stand out. So I see we have 8, and I see we have 29. But we don't know what we started with. We just know that there was some fruit. So our start is unknown. We know that Mom bought more fruit, so that means she's adding to the fruit that was already there, which is our change. And the result we know at the end, after she bought more fruit and added it to what we already had, our result was 29. Okay, so our question is, how many pieces of fruit were in the kitchen before Mom went to the store? So we're going to check that off. By this sign, it looks like we're doing addition, but actually to find the answer, we're going to have to subtract 29 minus 8. So I'm going to put that in here because that's where our equation needs to go. 29 minus 8 equals some number. I don't know what number yet. The numbers that oh, sorry, we're subtracting for the t, the I. The numbers that I do know are 8 and 29. 9 minus 8, oh, 8 equals, and we'll find that out soon. All right, so I've already written over here for our drawing, these rods are going to represent 10 and the little squares are going to represent 1. So we're going to start off with 8. 1. Let's make this line smaller. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so that's the 8 that Mom bought at the store. Then in blue, I'm going to add to this to represent the amount that she had at the end. I'm just adding to what I've already drawn. So we're going to have one more for 9, right? Because I have a 9 and 29 in my ones place. I have a 2 in my tens place, which means I need 2 of these rods to represent 20. So 1 and 2. All right. So how much did I add here? Well, I have 2 of the 10 rods, 10, 20, and 1 is 21. So I think my answer is 21 right now. All right, filling this out, we're going to put the 8 in for one part that we know. For right now, I'm going to put a question mark at the other part because I'm not positive how much I started out with. And then the whole that we had at the end of all the fruit was 29. Excuse me, I'm not going to use my 10 frames. I am going to use my number line. So I look down here, I'm going to mark 29. And to find out what I started with before 8 were added, I've got to count backwards 8 times. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And look what I landed on. I landed on 21. So I'm going to write in 21 here. Now, we're also going to write 21 in our solution. We've got to type our sentence answer, so we're going to say there were 21 pieces of fruit before Mom went to the store. There we go. I can see it a little better. There were 21 pieces of fruit before Mom went to the store.